So we're gonna be making like a keto chili in the Instant Pot. So all I did was dice a medium onion it's supposed to be, but I did a large because I have more meat than the recipe calls for. And then I only had 2 jalapenos left from a previous dinner that I made. So that's what we're gonna use, but I believe the recipe calls for 3 jalapenos diced. So we added the avocado oil, we set it on saute, and then we're just cooking these for a little bit, about 1 to 2 minutes. And then we're gonna add in about 5 cloves of pressed garlic is what the recipe calls for, but I'm just gonna use minced garlic because that's what I already have made. So we've added in the garlic, and then it says to cook until the onions are transparent. So I've added in the meat, and now we're just gonna brown it until, cook it until it's brown on the outside. You don't want to overcook it because it's gonna continue to cook later when you put it in the pressure cooker form. But we're gonna cook it until it's kind of browned, and then we're going to remove it from the Instant Pot. So here it is, pretty much brown for the most part. Remember, it said not to really overcook it. But I've gotten rid of most of the pink. I think all of it, actually. It's all pretty much brown. Oh, there's one. But basically, I also had to add in salt and pepper. And it says to add it in to taste. And then you just continue cooking it. And next step is to pour all this out into a strainer, and it's going to get rid of all the juices that you don't really need. And then we'll start on the chili sauce. So still on saute mode, you're going to add in a cup of broth. Bone broth, and then you add in cayenne, chili powder, and cumin. The recipe calls for half a teaspoon of cayenne, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, and 2 tablespoons of cumin. We're going to mix this up to create a paste. Now that it's kind of thick, like a paste, we're going to add the rest of the bone broth in. So I tasted the mixture and it wasn't that good tasting. So I added this box of 2 alarm chili that I had bought just in case something like this would happen, because I've tried some of these recipes before and I just feel like they're kind of bland. I like my food like really flavorful, so hopefully this 2 alarm chili kit will help with the flavor. So we've mixed in our meat again, and then we're going to add our drained cans of Rotel. It calls for 20 ounces. And because I have so much more meat, I've been adding a little bit more than what the recipe calls for. So I have 30 ounces, which is just 3 cans. So we're gonna add that in now. And then just mix that up. Here's the final product.
Pretty good.
What out of 10?
7.
I just gotta look at Luna. 7 out of 10?
Yep.
Okay.
The rest of the night I spent cleaning up the front room to make it look presentable.
So we're prepping for the Christmas party, and I'm making the pretzel chocolate bites right now. So I preset the oven for 250, and I laid out these Snyder Snaps pretzels on like a baking sheet, and then we're adding the Hershey Kisses to it now. And after it melts in the oven for 4 to 5 minutes, then we're going to take them out and stick red and green M&Ms on them. So the other thing we're gonna make is cupcakes. It's gonna be this with vanilla frosting on top, and then we're gonna decorate it to look like little Christmas lights. But one of our guests is allergic to chocolate, so we have funfetti as well. That noise was Cheeto playing with the box. Nailed it.
So for this part, my husband Long is making his honey barbecue chipotle sauce with grape jelly, little weenies. That's pretty much all he put in there. Mixed it around and set it up on high and left it for about 3 hours to cook until our party started. And you can see our little fur babies, Graham and Cheeto, in the background. Cheeto's the cat and Graham is the Pomeranian.